So at this point in time, we have tested a lot of true wireless earbuds. In particular, for the past few videos, these kind of AirPods style of earphones. And today we have one from Oppo. This is the Oppo Enco Free. And it is somehow very special in its own way because Oppo did a few twists to it. And today we're gonna look at it and tell you how does it sound and is it good or not. At first glance, the cradle itself is coming in this very clean white aesthetics right here. So you have the Oppo logo at the front with the charging LED. This is actually a battery indicator too. When you open it, then it will tell you the battery. Like now, it's in green. And at the bottom here, you also have the USB Type-C charging port, which is excellent because everything should move to USB Type-C, especially for this type of devices. And opening up, this is where the familiarity starts and ends because yeah, they are AirPods style of earphones as you can see here, but it is quite different from any other AirPods style of earphones that we've tested because the stem here is thicker and that's for a good reason, and the stem is also shorter so it will look less ridiculous in your ears. And Oppo also added some extra feature here, which is the removable ear tips. So it is unheard of for this type of AirPods style of earphones to have removable ear tips, but Oppo claims that you can change the ear tips to have a semi-in-ear or a full-on in-ear experience. For me, I just use the biggest ear tip size and it doesn't actually affect me or anywhere else, so I'm just gonna use the biggest ear tip size. And one thing I want to highlight is how easily it is to damage this ear tip while removing it from the AirPod. So you have to be careful with that when you're removing it. So along the stem of the Oppo Enco Free here, you can see a streak of silver colored line here, and Oppo claims this to be an aural glow or something like that. However, this is actually a touch panel. So what it does is that when you wear this touch panel, you can swipe up or down on the left side to increase or decrease your volume, and then swipe up or down on the right side to go to the next or the previous track. And you can also double tap either side to play or pause your music, or you can just wear them and then it has proximity sensors in them to automatically play or pause the music. So in terms of features, I think it is pretty much well covered overall, but to swipe up and down, I think the whiteness of the touch panel needs to be improved because if you're going to just swipe like this, then yeah, it is not going to really be sensitive enough to detect all of your movement. So I would suggest you to use your forefinger, put on to your ear like this, and then use your thumb to swipe up and down like this. That way, the Oppo Enco Free will know what you are trying to do. So as for the sound quality, we actually got to compare the Oppo Enco Free with some other type of similar style of earphones, particularly the Realme Buds Air. So as for the sound quality, I would say the Oppo Enco Free is much more superior compared to this one, and the bass is something that I can hear. It is very well produced here. The vocals is excellent on this pair of earphones. And as for the highs, well, my big band just sounds fantastic. And I am not surprised that Oppo is having an upper hand right here because if you know, Oppo actually has another subdivision called the Oppo Digital. They will focus on creating high-end audio and also video devices, if not mistaken. And that division closed down last year. So maybe Oppo ported some of those masterminds right there to create the Oppo Enco Free, and that's why it sounds so good. Maybe that's what happened, but either way, this pair of earphones sounds amazing. And one more question that we get a lot when it comes to this kind of earphones is the microphone quality. So at the end of the stems right here, you have a microphone at the bottom. So when you wear it, the microphone is actually pointing to your mouth. And I actually did a full interview using this pair of earphones, and surprise, surprise, they sound good. I was walking outdoors during night actually, and overall audio quality, I was able to converse really nicely with my other participants and they can hear me clearly as well. So excellent. So as for the battery life of the Oppo Enco Free, well, during the Chinese New Year, I had to wear this for a very long time because of all the noise in the house. So I was able to wear this for up to 5 hours at 70% battery, and the Cradle was able to charge it for about 4 times. So I would say the battery life here is very superior compared to this one in particular, and also the Razer Hammerhead True Wireless. And that is where the thicker stem comes in. So I suspect Oppo stuffed in a larger battery and hence the stem is thicker. For the price of 499 ringgit, I think the Oppo Enco Free is somewhat of a steeper price, but you do get what you pay for. If you want high quality, long battery life, and a good sound quality, then of course the Oppo Enco Free is up there. It's good. I don't really have much complaints to go on about this thing. You just have to take note of that swipe gesture and that's it. So that's all we have to say about the Oppo Enco Free. If you have any questions, do leave them down in the comment section below. We will try to answer you whenever we can, and we will see you in the next video.